All right, Coach Gray, Cornell Wrestling. This is your second full year here. Is that right? Back as head coach?
So this, I finished up my first year.
First year?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm getting at is this was your first year. There was COVID year before that, and there was no wrestling that year.
Yeah.
So you're back on the mat this year. What was that like? What was that like in the off season, or what do you want to? What are we calling that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think during the COVID year, we did the best we could to, compete in, RTC cards and really give our guys an experience. Obviously it wasn't the college season, but give them something, right? And just really try to compete as much as we could, and get to the Olympic trials for our higher level guys and have them get on the Olympic team. But I mean, other than that's what we did, right? That the focus was freestyle. The focus was the Olympic trials and last chance qualifiers for our guys, right? So that was that, and then we moved into preseason, and then I was able to bring my staff in and I guess start the onboarding process for all the new faces we have here, what we had here. You know what I mean? So. It was a busy year.
You're putting your stamp on the program, bringing in your own guys, right? New staff, as you mentioned. Evaluate your first year. How do you think you did?
I thought it was good. I thought our guys are, my guys, my coaching staff is really, getting foothold, we'll say, with our team and starting to develop the culture that we want. Right? Obviously, we've had great culture here, but just a little different, right? And really the things that we want to stress and build, right? This idea of family is really strong with this team, and I think it's strong with this team more than others because of COVID, right? And the fact that we didn't get a chance to compete. So our guys are extremely close, and as a I guess as a program with coaches, right? I have 2 children. Donnie has 2 children. Kyle has 3 children. So we have lots of kids running around, and it really makes for that family dynamic and that family environment. So it's not so much just the typical we're family. We have a family dynamic here. It really holds true with the number of kids running around and how they interact with our student athletes, and also with the coaching staff as well.
All right, so reach out to the prospect, reach out to the recruit, if you will.
Yeah.
Into Ohio, where I'm from, even beyond.
Yeah.
What are you looking at for a Cornell wrestler?
No, so Cornell wrestling, we pride ourselves in having the best combination of athletics and academics in the country, right? If you look at our results at the NCAA tournament with our world rankings, there's not a better combination, right? So what are we looking for in a student athlete? Precisely that, right? We're looking for somebody who's doing really well in the classroom and is really serious about their studies, and we're looking for somebody who's a contender on the wrestling side. The biggest thing for us is we want student athletes that are focused on being the best in every arena, so to speak, right? We know that obviously on the wrestling side they get the best, right? But also on the academic side, right? They're competing just like they are in the wrestling room. They're competing, in the classroom with the best, right? The best young minds in the country and in the world. So for us, our vision and goal with bringing guys in is to have them surrounded by the best group of individuals they can, and I truly believe that you are who you surround yourself with, right? And if you surround yourself with the cream of the crop, then you're going to be that high-end individual and have success in the future.
So back to you real quick. Imagine it with me, if you will.
Yeah.
You're at the tail end of your coaching career.
Yeah.
You're retiring.
Yeah.
You're retiring from Cornell. What do you want your legacy to be here? What's the stamp that you're going to do that's going to say, okay, this was the Gray era at Cornell?
Yeah, no, I think the stamp that I want is, what we talked about, that family dynamic and that family culture. I want everybody to have felt at home here, and everybody to, really love their time here. I think that's the biggest thing I want. Obviously, you want to be successful and win and things like that, but I want my guys to have loved their time here. I want my guys to want to come back and want to, have their children go to school here, and ultimately, I want them to want to, give back to the program as well. Mm-hmm. Whatever it might be, whether it be wrestling, internships, I guess, professional development, things like that. But I want my guys to really enjoy their experience and really, have the stamp be family.
What's next for the RTC guys? You got some guys going to U23s, and then are we doing anybody to the Open?
Yeah, so we got some guys going to the Open. We're working through to be able to wrestle at the National Duels the weekend before the Open down there in Jersey. Last chance qualifier and Northeast Regionals is in Atlantic City, so we'll have some guys there, and then the trials and Final X, and once we get to June, we'll know where our guys are, on the senior level side and the age group side, and then everybody else will pretty much get cracking again on some folk style stuff and get back to the task at hand.
Any events coming up that you want to plug? Any RTC events or any camps or anything you want to plug?
Yeah, no. So we have our summer camps. We have our team camp, which is the 8th through the 10th of July. Okay, and that is really it's 3 days. It's over a weekend. So coaches, they don't need to bear the burden on their own. They can bring parents to help them, help chaperone the kids, so to speak. So we have team camps July 8th through 10th. We have our Future Bear, which is, a father or, parent athlete camp, young kids.
Nice.
And that is July 23rd and 24th. And then we have our technique camp, which is July 22nd through 24th. Right. And then the other thing we do in the fall, which is pretty new, is we do a college combine.
Okay.
And that is September 11th and 12th. Okay, so we bring in college coaches and we bring in a bunch of kids, right? So some kids we're looking at, but just in general, giving the high school kids in the area, right? The high school kids in the southern tier an opportunity to get out there in front of coaches and all different levels, right? So we have Division I, Division III coaches, junior college coaches. So really, whatever your level is, you're going to have an opportunity to get in front of a college coach and get yourself recruited.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't let you plug this facility. What an amazing facility. As I walk through, my jaw was hitting the floor. Talk to us about the support that you're getting from the administration, but the fact that we're standing in one of the best, if not the best, wrestling facilities standalone in the United States.
Yeah, no, I mean, I truly believe that we're the best wrestling facility in the country. The beauty of this facility is it's a one-stop shop and it's wrestling only, right? And so for us, we have a beautiful, entryway and gallery of champions with touchscreen boards and, we'll say the wow factor that really turns heads when they come in. We have a hydrotherapy room, which has two, giant tubs that can fit about 20, so hot and cold. We have brand new locker room with, floor to ceiling lockers. We have a shoe drying rack and all those types of things. There's power in every locker. So really just kind of, NFL quality locker room. And then on the back of the building, so we just put a $6 million renovation and addition onto our wrestling facility, right? So on the back side of our wrestling room, we have the Spartan Combat training center, right? So that's, an additional wrestling space. That's where our weight room is. And then we also have our student athlete lounge, which has, a full kitchenette. We have, three big screens back there, recliners. It's really a great space for our student athletes to, relax and recover and get ready for the day. And then we also have our student, I guess our quiet study where our guys do most of their homeworks. That's where they meet with their tutors. And then we have our sports medicine area as well. So the beauty of the Freedom Wrestling Center is you can do everything here, right? You can get your schoolwork done. You can get your rehab and such done. You can obviously get plenty of wrestling done. You can get your strength conditioning done. You can leave your apartment in the morning and then you can come, in between classes, come here, get everything done, and then, return to your apartment in the evening. And our goal is to keep our guys on campus and keep them in an academic setting and really just keep them in a focused setting so they can, get their work done and really focus on, making the gains they need to be, that they need to make, whether it be academic or athletic.
And this is where the duels take place too.
Yeah, so we'll wrestle our, many of our duels. We'll wrestle, like when we wrestled Ohio State and we wrestled Oklahoma State, we wrestled them next door.
Okay.
But no, like we wrestled Stanford in here last year.
Is the atmosphere great? Or
Yeah,
great.
Gotta be. You know what I mean? Under the lights, so we, have the spotlight and we just got another bay of bleachers, so we have bleachers on all 4 walls now, which is exciting. And yeah, no, it just provides a great atmosphere for us. Provides a hostile atmosphere for our opponents, and it just creates a great atmosphere.
Odd sounds every now and then as well. So,
absolutely.
well, Coach, I appreciate your time. Thanks a lot for asking us to come in and getting the inside scoop here.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. And you got anybody that's a Cornell product, bring them along.
All right, we'll do. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.